how we do Rita Ora, the guitar part. You should have in front of you this quite short and simple sheet music. This whole song is built around 4 chords that just repeat over and over again. And there are a couple of different things you can do with it. The guitar part you're looking at is this part down here, and the guitar chords are actually written in 2 ways. They're written in the box form at the top and underneath in tab. If you're not quite sure how to read these, essentially the box form up here is a graphical representation of the end of your guitar. So, this is quite small to see, but it should make sense when you're looking at the screen. The vertical lines represent the strings, string 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the grid horizontally represents the frets. The black dots represent your fingers. A clearer way is actually by reading this tab just underneath. On the guitar tab, you have 6 lines again. The bottom line represents string 6 on your guitar, next string 5, 4, 3, 2 and string 1. The numbers represent what frets you will put your fingers in on that string. So I've held this nice and close. You can see this chord here, building up from string 6. On string 6 you've got a finger in fret 3. On string 5 you have something in fret 2. The 0 means open on the next 3 strings, and on string 1 you have a finger in fret 3. I will show you how to play all the chords, so don't worry if that didn't make sense. Thing to remember, on your guitar itself, string 6 is nearest your head, string 1 is nearest the floor, and the frets obviously number up from 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't worry if what it says on the sheet doesn't quite make sense to you. It will do after I've explained it. There are a couple of different ways of doing it. You can play the full chord. Whatever you play, you can play roughly this rhythm. Something like that. I can't remember quite how the rhythm goes, but you can change the rhythm however you listen to the song and work out what's best. I think it changes ever so slightly between the verse and the chorus as well, but you can choose. Now, the full chords, first of all, you've got 4 chords to learn. This is probably the most difficult way of doing it. Chord of G. Finger number 1, string 5, fret 2. Finger number 2, string 6, fret 3. And finger number 3, string 1, fret 3. And that gives you a chord of G. Okay, rewind that, watch it again if you want. Chord of C, finger number 1, string 2, fret 1. Finger number 2, string 3, fret 2. Finger number 3, string 5, fret 3. And that gives you a C chord. Watch again, doesn't make sense. E minor, the 3rd chord, easy peasy. String 5, fret 2, and string 4, fret 2. E minor. And finally, chord of D, possibly the most difficult. Comes out like a triangle. Finger number 1, string 3, fret 2. Finger number 2, string 1, fret 2. Finger number 3, string 2, fret 3. Gives you a chord of D. So you can play the full chord. Can't quite remember the rhythm. Strumming with the right hand, or however you want to do it. But it's chord of G, C, E minor, then D, all the way through. There is parts in the tune, however, when the guitar stops completely and she just sings, which I'm assuming you're going to change all the lyrics. That is probably the most difficult. Next most easy would be to do just play with your right hand. You're only going to strike the top, we call them top because they're highest in pitch, 3 strings, so strings 1, 2 and 3. The 3 strings nearest the floor. Now that simplifies the chords a bit. For the first chord, the G, all you need to do is put one finger, string 1, fret 3. That's for the G chord. For the C chord, all you would have to do is put one finger in string 2, fret 1. Third chord, E minor, you don't need any fingers. You still, though, have to do the full D chord. So finger number 1, string 3, fret 2. Finger number 2, string 1, fret 2. Finger number 3, string 2, fret 3. So then my right hand, I'm just plucking each 3 of the strings with my thumb and 2 fingers. So that would be which is a bit easier. If you want even easier still, I recommend just doing the 2 strings nearest the floor. Okay. And if all of that completely defeats you, then just play the top string. So you'll actually go fret 3. By top string, I do mean the string nearest the floor. Fret 3, open, open again, then 2. So it's fret 3, open, open again, then 2. So whatever it is, you can do something like that rhythm. Best way, listen to the song, and once you've worked out which part you want to have a go at, just try and fit it along with the music. And that's the guitar part. Best way, watch whichever sections are relevant to you over and over again until you get it right.